Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to League of Heels presents Tall Tales and Other Stories. Hey!
Yay.
We are here to tell the extended universe of League of Heels. There's many stories we have yet to know anything about, but soon you shall find them. I travel the world, scouring the world for these videos to give you a show for this PAX since the other show didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. We're surprisingly international, which was a thing I didn't know up until very recently when you told me.
World renowned.
That we're worldwide, even though most of us are based in the continental U.S. and then we have like a couple Canadians.
It doesn't matter because these stories are universal. Mm-hmm. Everyone can relate to every character we have.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome, co-host Pat Baer in the Bear Cave.
Thanks so much, Eric. I'm here in the Bear Cave, which, as you know, is a nebulous space. Anywhere I am, if I have a microphone and I'm wearing sunglasses, it's the Bear Cave.
Woo!
So I'm here in the Bear Cave. In this area, I'm going to do some interviews throughout the show. I'm going to be co-hosting with you. Perfect. There's a child here, and that's, I'll admit it, freaked me out for a second.
You got to
Threw
start
me off
young.
my game. Doesn't take much. But yeah, Eric, I'm going to be here giving the detailed interviews with some of the subjects who have some videos that we're going to be showing as well, right?
Yeah, we have videos, we got guests, we got it all. But I think to put some perspective on this whole show, what we're showing here, it's going to be side stories. We need someone on stage to really give that audience perspective, to give some context. We're pretty in the thick of things here. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Mm-hmm. So we'll need an audience surrogate. Anyone? You, madam, please, come on up.
Oh, excellent.
It's Abby Russell of Giant Bomb.
That's Abby Russell. Hi, Abby. Hello. Pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Wow.
Welcome.
And I just thought I'd be watching the show.
Yeah.
Now you're a part of it. It's the League of Heels dream come true.
I was so happy that you came, and now you're here doing it with us. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Abby, for joining us here.
Thank you for choosing me out of all these other volunteers.
Randomly.
Yeah.
Randomly chosen. What's your favorite thing about League of Heels?
The wrestling.
Good choice. Good choice.
Right. The thing that barely happens. And oftentimes, when it's going too well, is boring as fuck. Oh shit! I'm swearing. Sorry, I'm gonna be swearing.
13 plus?
Yeah,
13 plus.
Was it 13 plus when you booked it?
I don't remember if there are swears in there.
I hope it is. Apologies.
Let's say yes.
There's gonna be light positive swearing.
Yeah. Keep it posy.
Yeah.
Speaking of posy, let's unpause these videos and get started. We're winning them over early, I say.
Yeah.
Let's get started with our first video. I didn't know where to start, so I started on Netflix looking for something League of Heels related. Aaron was really on my ass about this. Apparently, this is news to me. He told me 5 minutes ago. Aaron doesn't even run the show anymore.
Yeah. Aaron Treitz, our founder, he inherited the company from his peepaw. And made it an international industry, and we're grateful for him. But also, he's a monster and a liar, and he's been lied to me for years and turned his back on his friends. And I don't hate him. I'm just so disappointed in him. And then he went to jail because he committed murder.
Yes.
He committed murder on the West Coast and then went to jail on the East Coast. And he went to PAX jail, which in our world is a thing.
You will soon find out more.
Was that a setup for us finding more?
Yes.
Oh, cool, great.
But yes, so I was not aware Aaron was no longer running the show, but he was really on my ass to make sure a show happened this time. I don't know what he's up to. So I scoured the earth, I checked Netflix, and there's that Ken Burns documentary about Vietnam. Riveting stuff. And then the one, it just rolled over, I was sleeping, and I woke up, and the next one was playing was this one you're about to see. And I don't know, I got onto some dark Netflix. They had secret films that I've never seen before, including this one. Let's take a look.
Okay.
In the spring of 2018, Juniper Terwilliger sat on her front porch when the bell rang out at the convention center down the way. It was a bell empty of freedom, full of dread. She moved to the other side of Boston to live a quiet life, and in the spring of 2019, that is where the closing of the PAX jail was signed. Juniper was able to say the jail started in her backyard and ended in her front smoking room. Throughout the 20th century and into the 21st, there wasn't an idea nor a product that didn't have a convention. Printers, volleyball, automobiles, watermobiles. No matter your interest, there was a place for your wallet to rest. It was 8 years earlier that trouble began. While being seated for a panel featuring Canadian comedian Seth Rogen, two patrons of the arts felt that they were sitting too close together. One brandished a pen and took a swing at the other. This thrust of a pen was the very same thrust that caused the wheels of change to creak into motion. As these groups of goers grew unwieldy in their numbers and unruly in their attitude, the powers that be in the three branches of conventions, products, fandoms, and services, came together and appointed a body to oversee conventions at large. Margaret P. Nims, a quiet woman from San Francisco, was the one who came out ahead. The political power she gained in the tech world for copywriting the numbers 6 through 9 led her to be the top choice for the branches. Although Nims was the tip of the arrow, the Turble twins were the barbs, a pair of future tech traders from San Francisco who made a name for themselves when they bought and sold the space between molecular particles as real estate.
Once that board was set, there was little that could be done. They had absolute power, and as a historian, I should know what that does to people. It's not great.
In the spring of 2018, in Boston, Massachusetts, a major shock was sent through the spines of convention runners everywhere when an almost real murder happened on their watch. Aaron Trites, booker man for the group then known as the League of Heels, started out as a comic book fan, but over time became the villain of his own story. It was his poisoning of then-champion Austin Walker that led to the overseeing board to step in and wrest control from the convention branches.
Mr. Trite's actions led to the darkest year in convention history. As a historian, I was very excited.
This meeting ended in the creation of Convention Jail, a place not many would know about, and even fewer would experience firsthand. Aaron Trites, confessing to the murder of Austin Walker, was the first to place his own head in the stocks.
To my wife, it is within these thin walls and carpeted floors that I write. The food is bad and expensive, but worse is the work they are putting me through. I hope dearly to see your face soon, and the face of our pup. Yours, A.T.
The pride found in the attention given to his actions quickly faded as he was put to work on the worst tasks for minimum wage at every convention that passed through Boston, Massachusetts.
To my wife, I fear you may not recognize me when my time here is finished. I have a tattoo of Snagglepuss on my chest and 3 sets of teeth for which I have nothing but expensive and flimsy pizza to chew. Tell the dogs so they may prepare mentally. Yours, A.T.
Surviving the tattoo conventions, dentistry workshops, and volleyball tournaments was no easy feat for the Boston-born boy. The wily scamp did not let opportunity pass him by, be it for murder or escape.
It was the RV show that the big escape attempt had happened. I can't say for sure whether it was on purpose or not, but he found himself under the covers of a bed in the RV, and it started to drive away. I consider him quite the lucky fellow. Besides the jail thing, of course.
Aaron Trites made a break for freedom, but while security checked vehicles as they left, Aaron's covers were blown. This was a rude awakening for the board. Nims ordered the Turble twins to lock Trites up themselves. He was put into solitary confinement, the empty boardroom, and left to think about what he has done.
To my wife, I smelled the fresh air once more, and it has invigorated my soul and given me a new lease on life. Although I am trapped behind these double doors, my heart is with you and our pup. I shall be home soon. Yours, A.T.
Although Aaron was the one behind the doors, the isolation was felt by all involved. The Turble twins, ordered to watch their prisoner, no longer had the position they thought they deserved. Nims sat alone in her boardroom, ignoring requests from all other conventions as she tried to cover up her mistakes in Boston. She was not alone for long, though. As the branches of the convention runners stormed her office, backed into a corner, She betrayed her closest allies and threw the Turble twins to their feet. She blamed them for the lack of support and disappearance of their seemingly endless funds. While the convention runners went to find the Turble twins, Nims did all she could to plan her escape. The Turble twins would not be captured so easily. They hopped aboard the nearest sailboat and made their escape. Their freedom would not last long, as their inexperience with anything outside of a computer soon showed its face. They crashed the boat into a nearby island, exiling themselves to their own solitary confinement for 2. With the Turble twins out of the picture, Nim soon felt the heat on their back. What better way to distract the angry convention runners than to reveal all?
Nim showed them the text exchanges, all the receipts, all the dirt. She was trying to make amends, but none wanted to be made. It was a ludicrous idea. She thought it was like a confessional. Tell the truth and you're all clean. But that is not how the criminal justice system works for the rich and powerful, my friend. Wait, what? What's that? It does?
Nims, now suspended indefinitely with pay, hung her head in shame, and that was all. Aaron Trites continued to waste away in the boardroom. His specific place of captivity was one of the few details not told to the convention runners.
To my wife, I hear the voices of thousands outside these doors, but within them is just one, mine. I cannot wait to hear your voice, as my imitation does not do it justice. Yours, A.T.
It was not until early 2019 that Aaron Trites saw freedom again. A pack of convention goers, searching for more places to level up their badges, slammed through the doors of his boardroom. Aaron knew he was free, as everyone stood around awkwardly, not sure what to talk about. He nodded his head and strolled out with the confidence of a white man getting away with murder.
I was there that day. As a historian, getting to see history happen before your very eyes was incredible. I waited outside his boardroom for him to be released for months. I could not wait to see someone find him and let him go.
Before Aaron made his way home to his wife and pup, he had one last set of business to attend to. He had to compete in the League of Heels Rumble and razz everyone around him with vigor and aplomb.
Aaron, yeah.
Tougher him.
Wow.
Wow.
Riveting stuff.
I had when Aaron came out at PAX East to host the show with me. I didn't know that he had escaped from prison.
Almost.
Almost escaped.
And then he was released
And then he was released.
just minutes before.
Yeah.
Who
I
knew?
was not aware of that.
Yeah, Ken Burns was. He got some details wrong, I realized watching again. But most of them are right.
I mean, Ken is not without fault. You know, some of
It's
the
true.
details
Ken
could be
Burns is
very
not
wrong.
God.
I've never heard of that. Person that apparently knows a lot about what we do here and law. So I don't know. Abby, what did you think?
I learned a lot, and he belongs in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
True.
Lock him up.
Yeah.
Lock him up.
No.
No.
Okay. Well, Eric, you started that and you didn't want to.
I can't help myself.
You didn't want to do that.
We'll move on back to the worldwide I was talking about before.
Okay.
And we know we have our own Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
The man himself, D-Leazy.
Oh yeah, D-Leazy is here.
I see you back there.
Wow,
You can't
reluctant
hide.
clapping from the audience.
D-Leazy.
Well. Look who comes crawling back. You? I sat through 4 panels to be here.
What did you think of the Black Twitter panel that happened right before this?
Black as fuck.
True. That's very true.
Very true. You can stand with me. You can take the mic. You care to speak about your world renown?
I think we all can agree. In the documentary we just saw, 3 seconds of D-Leazy, not enough D-Leazy. good D-Leazy. Me standing over Austin Walker's corpse. It was good D-Leazy, but not enough D-Leazy. Defend yourself.
Well, have I got a surprise for you? As the world is now taking in all of D-Leazy, I've found a few pieces of media about it, and one in particular. not sort of that. Family friendly. Don't worry about it. Not that sort of stuff. But we have a little song here that I found.
Wait. Eric, are you saying that somewhere in the world somebody commissioned a song about D-Leazy?
You know who made this? I just remembered.
Oh, okay.
It's from The Vault. Yes, that vault.
Oh, The Vault.
The Vault.
Wink.
Of the jacket you're wearing.
Oh, Disney?
Yes. I didn't want to say the name for legal reasons, but you
Oh.
said it, so we're fine.
I said wink, so I was trying.
So it's deep from The Vault. Before they made one song, they tested it out on another character, one just as world-renowned as that. So I put the video of that old character with the song that they did not release, and here it is. We'll just jump right in.
I was topping trees one morning. I looked up, and there stood the biggest man I ever saw.
With his double gold chains and his limited sneaks, he goes where the drinks are tall. When there's work to be done and he's not around, just curse the name D-Leazy. D-Leazy.
Get fucked, boys.
He's 69 suplexes high with his feet on the ground and his head in the sky. Hey, D-Leazy.
Oh, it keeps going.
Well, he stomps around and whines a lot, always shouts that he is king. No one listens when he talks back the momentum-killing king. Kept on a dabbing after it was cool, and then when it was night, he'd find a baby, eat it whole, and stomp way out of sight. Stop him! Somebody stop him! D-Leazy.
I'm just telling your story.
When finally cornered by authorities, he crumples like a bag. When his questions asked, he shuts his yap and throws you under the bus.
Get fucked, boys.
D-Leazy. He's 69 suplexes high with his feet on the ground and his head in the sky. Hey, D-Leazy.
Still more.
Well, he makes his bail and heads to the border with his face behind a cap. He cannot hide because he's huge, but he don't give a crap. He wandered the desert looking for a home and found a quiet farm. Stuffed the husband into a closet and took his identity. Stop him, D-Leazy. Just stop him already. God.
It's the Lord.
Lived with his new family for many years and more, until he saw on the television that the world moved on without him. D-Leazy. He's 69 suplexes high with his feet on the ground and his head in the sky. Hey, D-Leazy. He releases the husband from the closet without admitting fault. He puts on his sunnies and dons his chains from his private vault. He returns to the stage of League of He Heals, much to everyone's surprise. Drop kicks everyone into oblivion and then collects his prize.
The happy ending.
Get fucked,
not over
boys.
Yeah, that's him. Well, the moral of the story is don't be cross with the man himself, or he'll crush you down into a marble and put you on a shelf. D-Leazy, D-Leazy.
What a whirlwind story.
Wow. That is incredible.
Not often you live a rich and full life of international fame and renown, and you haven't heard a song made about yourself before. That's a first for me. Thank you for going into the vault and discovering that.
Yeah. That's incredible.
My pleasure. We'll get you in the bear cave. For
Oh
your
yeah,
outro.
D-Leazy. Apparently, back in the day, that they made a video that it seemed a lot like Paul Bunyan, but it was actually about you. How accurate do you feel this video is about your life?
Lots of hits and misses.
Really, it felt real accurate to me.
The good parts, like me stuffing a husband into a locker or no
Closet.
closet, stealing his family, that happened.
Wow, that's accurate. Okay.
The part where like I was getting played for a punk, or people were laughing or humiliating me, that never happened.
That checks out.
When I crush you into a marble, if you confront me, that could still happen. Don't test me. You know how you make a marble? You roll it like this, and it just turns any shape into a ball. It's crazy.
Okay.
You just put it between your palms, and you just go like this, and it like started off, it was a cube or some fucked up shape, and after a little bit, it's a ball. That's you! And then you're on my shelf!
Thank you so much, D-Leazy.
you.
We appreciate it. I believe that we'll have you back up a little later.
We might have one more surprise for you. Who's to say?
Okay, yeah.
Not me. We have to move on.
But thank you
though.
so much,
Later.
D-Leazy.
Later.
Later, yeah, we appreciate that.
We'll get you on the floor.
Abby, how are you feeling?
Good. I want to know what the D stands for.
I think it stands for the.
No one's ever asked me that. I will tell you in my second segment.
Okay.
Okay, for those watching this video later, we're going to hear about that from D-Leazy, hopefully, in another segment.
Yes. Moving on quickly. We have to catch up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So Aaron on my ass, he said, you know what every big video show has is an in memoriam video. We've had some characters die, sadly. So I had some pictures on my phone. I made the iPhone do it. It kind of went a little haywire, but let's watch. This is Jeff Green's in memoriam League of Heels. Jeff Green.
Not dead. He did the show once and we miss him and we wish he could come to PAX
This
again.
is dedicated to him. He's very much alive.
He's alive. We love it.
Oh no!
You don't put Jeff in this!
The phone must have assumed he was
No!
dead.
Jeff is not dead!
What?
We just wish that he would come to PAX and be in our show!
I don't know. That
Because he was incredible the one time he did. I don't know why he took his shirt off. I don't know. He did though, and it was great.
R.I.P. Jeff Green.
He's not dead. It just... we just miss him.
We just miss him a lot.
Y'all were clapping because you're like, yeah, Austin Walker, but the claps started with D-Leazy, who was clapping because Austin was dead. Y'all jumped
got
on board with that. We gotta keep moving here,
Yep.
right?
Moving on.
Okay, great.
Abby, any quick thoughts? How do you feel about those people? They're no longer with us. Those characters.
R.I.P. That's all I have to
Good.
say.
That's all we need.
Cohen is a ghost and seems to be pretty happy about being a ghost. So
Yeah, he's loving
there
it.
was one happy ending to that story.
And speaking of happy beginnings,
Okay.
let's get Trin Train, the Trin Train
The
up
Trin
here.
Train, choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Choo-choo,
The
motherfuckers.
Trin Train is coming.
We'll get her to. We'll start at the Bear Cave. Actually, no, you'll start with me. We'll do a quick little setup for this. Hi, Trin.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. We haven't seen you in a while, I don't think.
Yeah, no, but choo-choo, everyone. That's all I got.
So we brought you up here because in my searches for videos, I found a French studio working on a claymation film about Trin Train.
Oh, that makes sense. That checks out, yeah.
Yes, they're big fans, and they had a big surprise for you. And I told you this, and It was very surprising, right?
Yeah, I do have a huge following in Western Europe.
Totally. Yeah. So they said they were making this claymation film. It's going to be a big deal. And so I pressed them, tried to get them to finish it early. They've been working on it for years. And as we know, claymation, really easy.
No, it takes like 10 years to make 5 seconds of claymation, from what I understand.
What? Well, I have not seen the video they showed us, so I'm just going to play it, and we'll see what they got
I
completed.
assume it's a complete and total work.
Obvious, that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Why would they get in touch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
I don't
Choo-choo,
know
motherfuckers.
if they got as far as they wanted.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Eric, is that all they said?
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
That's not a full-length
Choo-choo,
feature.
motherfuckers.
It captures the
Choo-choo,
essence of
motherfuckers.
myself, though, so
Choo-choo,
like I accept
motherfuckers.
it.
Choo-choo,
Lay awesome.
motherfuckers. Choo-choo,
Way awesome
motherfuckers.
indeed. Abby, you have any thoughts?
Motherfuckers.
Are there still kids here?
All right. They're swears.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Excusez-moi.
We'll get you into the bear cave for the outro.
Hey, Trin. We're so excited to have Trin Train back here.
Choo-choo,
I'm happy to be here.
Choo-choo,
And I'm
motherfuckers.
sorry about everyone's kids.
I mean, once again, I don't know why you're here. Legitimately, I don't know. Once I did a Lego panel, I was like, oh, there are kids here. That makes sense. This does not make sense. Trin, I hope someday we will see a full-length claymation film about you and your life, because I have so many questions about where is the Trin Train? What is the Trin Train? Why is the Trin Train? Do you want to give us like a hint of something we might see if this ever actually becomes a full-length feature?
Well, I'm planning to send this French studio a lay email and just figure it out, see where to go. I think that one of the main things we're going to see is the Trin Train pulling into the station, getting her wheels all ground up, and rolling the fuck over you! She's going to take you down! That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Trin.
Thank you, Trin.
It happens every time, and every time I'm very surprised. I shouldn't be. When Trin gets out of the station and the engines are roaring, look out. She'll run you right over. She does not care.
It's true. She don't give no Fs.
No.
So I just need 1 minute. Abby, you want to help me with something? As a fellow video producer, I just need to fix the cameras.
Oh,
And,
you all are going to do some technical
yeah,
work?
we're all gonna do some technical work. Why don't we get?
While you do that, I'll break protocol and I'll do an interview before a video is shown. So could we get our friend? We're moving on here. Yeah, it's time for a great interview. We have to have the Lumbersnack come up for an interview with the Bear Cave. Give it for Lumbersnack. He is
Good to be here.
Relatively newcomer to the league, only a couple of years.
Do you need a snack, Pat?
You know what? I do definitely need a snack.
Yeah, what do you want? I got yams. I got a bunch of bad clementines.
I don't want
Super Mario, because you're my super guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
ooh, these are fruit snacks.
Yeah, for you.
Made by Kellogg. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and Mario.
And Mario.
Yeah, Mario made them too.
Great. So apparently we're having a few technical things here. Yeah, we're gonna have. Why don't you have
my
the
God,
microphone?
thank you.
You have
That's
your own
so
microphone.
kind. Yeah.
That makes sense. I didn't know where that was. And we are okay. Great. So, it's time to do a full, detailed, real interview with you. The Lumbersnack, because I've had so many questions. Like I just said with Trin, sometimes you get a professional wrestler there. You know what they do in the ring. You don't know what they do out of the ring. What's your story?
Well, I mostly just like to eat.
Okay.
I really think that something that could solve a lot of problems in gaming
Okay.
is snacks.
Now, when did that come about? Was that something in your childhood, perhaps?
Yeah, I shouldn't have had such a salty snack.
Okay.
Speaking into the mic. But I'm here to tell you that the whole reason I got into this is, when I was growing up in the big forests of Chicago.
Okay, yeah. Real Midwest stuff.
Yeah, real rural stuff there. I had a mother
Okay.
And my mom was she was a pro gamer.
Okay. Cool.
And back in the day, she was playing Halo 3.
Okay.
And there was a day, I swear to God, I was in the other room.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. Give me.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Don't. Those are bad. You said they were bad.
All snacks are good in my eyes, Pat.
Well, you're the one that told me they were bad, so I don't know what that means.
No,
But
continuity
anyway,
doesn't really matter in wrestling. I think you should know this by now.
I disagree.
But
Anyway, okay, so
my mother
yes.
was playing Halo 3.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this teenager.
Okay.
And that teenager was saying things over the mic that weren't
Okay.
very nice.
Oh no.
And they were on her team.
Oh,
on her team.
What?
And they killed her.
What?
They team killed my mother. And then later they said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just a little hangry." That was my mom.
That's not an excuse.
She didn't get to respawn.
What?
She never played games again.
No.
Yeah.
That stopped her from playing games?
Well, yeah, because when you get killed by someone on your own team, how can you ever trust anyone?
It's psychological.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay. So, that must have.
That was the
really-
day
Yeah.
that I decided I was going to make sure the world knew that there can always be snacks available for you. Okay. And I want to say, not to you, but to all of you,
Okay.
that I got snacks here. You can have one.
Okay.
And I'll always have one for you, and you, and you, and you.
Okay. Wow.
And you too. I mean,
Oh, yes,
sometimes.
thank you. No.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad
legit-
clementines there.
No, thank you. You
All right.
gave me a fruit snack, and I am happy with that. I don't need bad fruit.
Well, it's better than I thought it was.
Okay. I mean, still not great. Tom, Lumbersnack, we heard a lot about your formative years. Well, those are on the stage now.
I'll clean 'em up.
We'll clean those up later.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Any final, let's talk about,
You want to talk about when I learned snack fu in Japan, don't you?
100% I want to know that because I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing we could be talking about right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would love to hear about that, Tom.
Oh man, I can't believe I just made myself have to make this up. Well, obviously in Chicago, everybody's a lumberjack.
Yeah.
So
Understand.
obviously, I was there cutting trees. I know how to use axes. I know how to use snack axes.
Snack axes,
Yeah.
I understand, yes.
But there's
Airport
so
security
many
loves
different
it.
snacking styles.
Mm-hmm.
And Japan, obviously, is one of the best places to do snacking. They got crates of snacks just sitting around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I had Yum Yums. Oh, there they are. They're on the floor.
Okay. They fell off as you took the
Yeah.
stage,
And so that's truly where I learned to embrace the power of the sweetness. Because I've always been a salty snack guy. Yeah, and that was me. Just, you hit Japan real hard with an axe. And
I mean, here's the thing. Yogurt on a pretzel stick.
oh, yeah, they call them
Doesn't sound like a
Pockies.
thing that I would like. Turns out I love it very much.
It's incredible.
Thank you, Japan.
Yeah, they have
But
these.
that's Kit Kats that taste like green tea.
And-
why would that be good? It is.
Mm-hmm. And that is but one of, I believe, 30-some.
Yeah.
And I've tried them all, and I can tell you, they're all good.
And then also you learned a little martial arts, were you there?
Yeah, I decided that it was more. I was supposed to.
Oh, okay.
But
Great.
I really got distracted by the snack parts.
Yeah.
I sequestered myself in a hotel room. You eat a bunch of snacks.
Yeah.
You hang out. Maybe you accidentally fly to Paris. It's,
Okay.
you learn a thing or two. You ride a horse. You have a hang glider.
Mm-hmm.
Everything works out in the end.
Yeah.
And really, that's what made me a wrestler. Was being the real Mr. Worldwide.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I do not want
Come on
to-
at me,
No.
Mr. D-Leazy. I'll give you a snack.
Thank you so much. Let's give it up for the Lumbersnack himself. Thank you so much, Lumbersnack. Thank you for getting limited snacks on the stage. There has been. And then, okay, yeah, you need that microphone. Sorry, I didn't even realize that happened.
What'd I miss? We were just fixing the cameras.
Yeah, did you all get everything fixed with the cameras?
Oh, yeah, the camera's great.
Cool, I had a great interview.
Perfect.
You know what? I wish we had some sort of visual component to go with that interview.
Me too.
Next time, we'll do that next time.
I just want to say these mandarins are fragrant.
Yeah, they're alive.
They're a living being.
Yeah. All right, we gotta hurry this up.
Yeah, we're
because I
gonna-
have a snack that I want to eat. So
Well,
let's keep this panel.
You eat away while I play this next video.
Oh, okay, great.
It was in Spanish. I just got the translations in, so I don't really know what it's about. But the person that gave it to me promised it was League of Heels related. So we'll just see what it's about.
El momento que mis ojos encontraron sus ojos, no había nadie más en este mundo para mí. Bailaba como que no había nadie, no podía dejar de mirar. Viene a mí, salta mi alma, oh no. Nada va a detener nuestro amor, noches y días bellas. No había ningún lugar en este mundo para mí en sus brazos. Hasta que te aplastó un hombre gigante, hoy debo vengar tu muerte. No hay sueño para mí, oh no, oh no. No hay otro más para mí en esta vida, ahora estoy solo de nuevo. D-Leazy te ha matado con sus pies. Ya regresado al océano, voy a detenerlo con un neck. No puedo conducir solo, oh no, oh no. Saqué tu cerebro del cementerio y lo puse en un robot. En nuestro Jaeger comienza a flotar, dos mentes forman una. D-Leazy sale del océano, entramos a posición de batalla. No hay vuelta atrás, oh no, no. Nosotros conducimos nuestro Jaeger juntos, con fuerza golpeamos al gigante. D-Leazy cae a sus rodillas. Y cae a la tierra derrotada. No debo pisar a la tierra. He vengado al fin, oh no, no. Te debo decir adiós, oh no, no. Te amaré por siempre, oh yes, oh yes.
A love story for the ages.
So, Eric, you're telling me that someone sent you this video and you didn't watch it? You just put it in the show?
I watched it, and they were like, I swear, and I thought I heard D-Leazy, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say anything. And I got it translated and put it in the thing, and here we are.
Okay.
D-Leazy to the Bear Cave.
Yeah.
Let's get a response
I would
real
love
quick.
to talk to D-Leazy
We're almost back
about
on
this
time.
song, and it's
Shut up! Who would know they'd build a Jaeger to take me down years later? Also, it stands for vitamin D.
Vitamin D-Leazy. Here's the thing. He had a long time to think about it. And it worked.
You usually question me.
Yeah, I'll throw you a question. D-Leazy, much like the first song, I gotta know. Parts of this seemed pretty accurate. Some of it seemed a little far-fetched. What's your take?
Well, it's following a trend. I did destroy her whole family. I stepped on them, not as dramatically as it appeared there. I did not destroy a whole city, but I stepped on them several times until they all died. Then, this is weird, I took parts that weren't circles and I rolled them in my hands. And I made them marbles and they are on my shelf. I do not think the baby knew that, though.
Okay.
And then they avenged me. That part never happened.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, D-Leazy. That's incredible.
How does it feel to be so world-renowned? You're in Spanish-speaking countries. You're in English-speaking countries. That's the whole world.
I don't know, Mr. Worldwide. How's it feel? Oh, you don't know because there's no songs about you and your fucking snacks. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit about you, lumberhack.
That seems like you're being pretty cranky. I've got the solution. I'm willing to give you a snack.
He's got snacks for you.
Yeah, for you.
The Lumbersnack
Yeah.
also. Okay. Lumbersnack is offering him some sort of snack, but also now he's eating. Well, no.
There's another one. Go there, fine.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go.
I, for a second there, thought he was not going to give them to him, but then he did, and then, oh, okay.
Pretty good, huh?
I take it all back, lumberjack. Lumbersnack.
Snacks. All right. There are still oranges on the floor.
I will get them.
Okay. D-Leazy, we want to thank you so much. We're sorry that these songs are so inaccurate, but we're also excited that people are writing songs about you. It's like a little bit of, both sides.
It's better to be loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, D-Leazy. Thank you so much, Vitamin D-Leazy.
Thank you, D-Leazy.
The best part is that's going to end up, because Brad's here, so that's going to end up on the website. Like, that's already probably updated, that now his name is Vitamin D-Leazy. That's already on leagueofheels.com, or if not, will be very soon.
All right, we're almost caught up. Speaking
yeah?
of worldwide, Pat.
Yeah?
I happened to spot something
Okay.
from Russia.
Oh, all right.
Something that looked a little too familiar. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Maybe.
I heard about this and it made me furious.
Maybe all of us together can figure out what these are all about. I'll just play that thing.
Yeah.
Посмотри на эти крутые новые Heel League фигурки. Теперь с подвижными конечностями. У нас есть все твои любимые персонажи, чтобы развлекать тебя и внушать отвращение. Джимми Манинова со своим бывшим партнером The Credit Union. Заберись в Baer Grotto с Baer. Не забудь вымыть руки после игры с Filthy Daniel. Поставь новую линейку против нашей классической коллекции. Cohen the Knife Ghost, Basketball Wizard, Leisure Suit PhD. Ты думаешь, у тебя есть нужные качества, чтобы быть Heel League? Собери их всех и живи своей мечтой.
Live your dreams!
All right, well, I guess I'm going to have to contact our lawyers, because that seems to be...
And get in on that business? Because that seems like some pretty good stuff.
I mean, the
Look,
quality...
I ordered some.
What?
They turned out wonderfully. We got Cohen the Knife Ghost. We got Jimmy Money Nova doing a disco move. And we got Filthy Daniel, original character, OC, don't steal. They don't stand. That's my biggest complaint with them. Except for Jimmy, he's got it going on.
That's your biggest complaint? The fact that some company is ripping us off and we're getting none of it? Is that...
I mean,
Abby, I'm sorry. We haven't talked to you in a little while, and I
That's
apologize
fine.
about that. Abby, gimmick infringement, some company making stuff. Just, do you have any advice for us about what's going to, our next step?
I'm not a lawyer, so no.
Great.
I will say I'm impressed with how many people y'all know who speak other languages, though. Not to break kayfabe or whatever the fuck. But.
There's a little website called Fiverr where you can pay anyone to do anything.
Wow, you should pay them more.
I tip well, don't worry. Tips going out. All right, well, I mean, worldwide, though, recognition, like you were saying before,
Look,
good
I
and
like
bad.
international recognition as much as the next guy. I don't like when... Look, if you're gonna just completely steal something, like, I don't know, make a shirt that is just the instruction manual for an old video game and put it on a shirt, you can't sell it on the internet. You gotta sell it only in person, and then for a limited time, because your business partner likes punk rock aesthetics and won't let you make the shirt again. Sorry, this shirt doesn't. We're never gonna be able to make this again. Sorry.
Quit rubbing it in their faces.
I'm not. I'm mad about it. I want to sell it to them.
All right, well, we got past the litigation. We got past all that.
Yeah.
Pat, not only have we reached Russia, have we reached a Spanish-speaking country of whatever, have we reached an English-speaking country. Not only that, we've reached Hollywood. Hollywood Heights. And I got a special message from a special friend that you're going to want to pay attention to.
Okay.
Because it's for you.
What?
And you're just going to want to...
Well, I'm going to put on my watching glasses then.
Got a special message from Hollywood.
Hey, Pat, how you doing, buddy? This is Richard Card. So apparently, your friend Eric informs me that you set up the smoke alarm using a fog machine. Really? A fog machine? What, was the band that bad to look at? Did you need that much fog?
I was a little confused.
Or maybe you just didn't think that the sprinkler system was that sensitive. Was there a lot of fog? You know, you got to read the instructions sometimes. You know, I know Tim doesn't like to read instructions, but you know, if you're going to use a fog machine with a bunch of people around, it's still an epic night. You know, people will be talking about it for years.
It's true.
You know, Eric asked me if I wanted to become a member of the of your wrestling team.
I'd give it a shot.
Do you have a wrestling team now also? I mean, do you use the fog machine for that? Maybe the other wrestlers can't see you as well? Or do you just like walking through the fog as you come up to the ring? Is that what it is? Anyway, I don't think so. I'm not big on joining a wrestling team at this moment. But you never know. Check back with me.
Yeah.
All right. You take care.
First of all, how dare you?
How dare me?
Second of all, at the end of the day, he worked in his catchphrase from television in a moment that made people sad. So I win. Sorry, Richard Card. 1-0 for the Bear Cave.
Damn. Quite the retort. Abby, opinions?
I don't know who that actor is.
Al
So as far as I can tell, you got someone's stepdad to record that for you.
Abby, there's literally the only reason you would know him is that's the person that Dan and Danny went to go see when Danny went to visit Dan, and a story you might not have been on the Bombcast for is literally the only way you'd know who that guy is, and that's okay.
Or if you watch Home Improvement.
No, she's not watching Home Improvement. There's no way.
That's the like fence lean one, right?
It's Al. No, but close enough.
Al's catchphrase was, "I don't think so, Tim," and he tried to sneak an "I don't think so" in there. I guess
to get you.
Yeah, that I'd be excited about it.
We've reached Hollywood. It's over. League of Heels has made it. We got to start this next video right now. I went to the future.
What? Wait, look, we do not have time to get into it. This next video is not modern. It's not something that happened in the past. It's something that happened in the future.
The year 2030. I was scouring so hard. Aaron was relentless in making sure I made a show for him full of videos as the video producer, which I did not say at the start. Whatever. Yeah, so I went to the future and I found a video. It's a clip from 60 Minutes about one of our favorite people, not characters, that... And I found that. And apparently, good news for me is I'm a co-host on 60 Minutes. So that's pretty sweet.
So in the future, you're a co-host of 60 Minutes, and then you interview a wrestler
yes.
from our era who is now...
Very old.
Very old.
As he will say.
I think you set up the premise well enough, I hope. Yep. So let's go and do it.
The year is 2030. Remember that.
Yeah, 2030.
His name is known around the world, but there's only one place you'll find authentic New Yorker Dan Reichert. That's right, New York City. After a roller coaster career in the rough and tumble world of video game wrestling, Dan has found himself a quiet life near Central Park. Although it is the year 2030 right now, he hasn't missed a beat in keeping up with the city who loves him as much as he loves it. 1 year into his retirement, Eric joins Dan in the place he has called home almost his entire life.
Yeah, you know, growing up, it was a different time in the, it was the late 80s, and there were a lot less people that lived in New York. So, us kids would come and we would camp here You called it that. That was Mulberry Hill. They called it. There was a bunch of mulberry plants and trees up there, and the city was quieter in the 80s. You know, it was fireflies, and you know, you could see all the stars. It was a different time. It was great, but it's changed. There's more people here now. It's busier, but when I come back here, I still am kind of brought back to those nights.
The sky wasn't the only place with stars with Dan around, as his dreams were filled with superstardom. With fond memories in tow, Dan spent only a short part of his childhood in the city that is so close to him it's a part of his name.
I liked Quebec City when I lived in Quebec City. It was real nice there. The people were nice up there. It was cold. You know, it's cold here, but it was colder up in Canada when I lived there in Quebec City.
No issues with the language barrier?
I was fluent in French for most of my youth.
From humble beginnings in cold, lonely Canada, no one knew what to expect when Canadian Dan Reichert entered a virtually unknown video game wrestling outfit known as League of Heels. The politeness he learned in Canada would not last long, however, as one single event reminded him of home and brought back the authenticity the world grew to know and love.
I wasn't there mentally. I really, as it was in the, I remember seeing it in the air, but I forgot where I was at the time, and that's when just in my head I had just all these images of my youth and Mulberry Hill and SNL and, you know, the city, the skyscrapers. It was like a montage in my head, and the next thing I knew, I just remember taking my jacket off and having a great taste of a hot dog still in my mouth. But I didn't know where I was at the moment.
Brash, loud, and in your face, destroying the competition, authentic New Yorker Dan Reichert created his own path to victory. Going against the grain, upsetting all around him, the city flowed through him like only someone who actually lived in New York most of their adult life would know. Completely, 100% authentically.
When you're up there, there's not really room for pleasantries or anything like that. You are there to win. You are there for glory and the money and the fame that comes with that. I'll tell you the one time it was at that same one with Megaran that I kind of came face to face with it. And this is a shoot. D-Leazy was supposed to win that according to the authority. That was their grand plans. And they had not expected me to perform the way I performed that day. Dave Lang enters the ring, forgot who he was wrestling as, and I instantly threw him out. And I think it came down to me and his Run GFB buddy, Dr. Tracksuit. And all of a sudden I hear Aaron Trides yelling at me like, "You need to lose, get out, get out." And I looked over and Dr. Tracksuit was like growling at me that like, "I have to win, I have to win." And I had watched the league before, and I saw what they had done to that other Dan when they were breaking the bottles over his head and they put him through the table and everything. And you know, I'm not ashamed to admit that it was cowardice. I did not want to face that same fate, and so I did actually allow Dr. Tracksuit to win and, you know, give the championship to his buddy who they all wanted to win in the first place.
His brushes with the administration would not stop there. Authentic New Yorker Dan Reichert had a long-time feud with Baer Cave occupant and behind-the-scenes string puller Pat Baer. It wasn't until 2026, the Highway to Heck pay-per-view, where Dan got a Wienermobile to pull the video game wrestling ring down the interstate, that things really came to a head.
Pat Baer always had some issues with me, from spitting hot dogs in his face to you know, threatening to have the Wienermobile be driven into the conference hall and everything. And so I don't know if that level of hatred escalated after I threw him onto the highway. He already kind of hated me.
But now, in the year 2030, that we are for sure definitely in, Dan is happy to leave the competitive world behind him and live in the city he loves.
I can fill a lot of time by eating hot dogs slowly. Because I used to, you know, go when you're working in New York and growing up, and you're just kind of chomping them down while you're, you know, walking to your next business meeting. But now that I'm retired, I just really take my time with every hot dog. And that, you know, enough of those spread out over the day, you can fill a lot of time. And so, yeah, seeing my face on stuff was good back then. I liked it. I think it was back when I needed the adoration of the crowd and the approval and everything. And now I just, you know, want to live at home with my dogs, my wife, and my children. And it was nice for its time, but I think that time is past.
Dan is not one to brag, but we were eventually able to get him to speak about his most well-known projects and deals. Always humble, Dan treated us to some special secrets.
You know, at first when I was done, I had to stop competing. And so I tried to kind of parlay that fame, you know, even though it was kind of a niche fame, but I tried to parlay that into something more mainstream. I loved action movies, and so I thought I'd audition for Mission Impossible 9, because that one was set in New York, if you remember. And I did not get that one. But also John Wick was one that I auditioned for.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And for our special surprise for viewers, we were able to obtain the test footage never before seen of what the world would have looked like if Dan's luck was just a little bit stronger.
Jonathan.
Winston. What am I looking at?
The Camaro's doubled Santino's open contract. It's gone international.
High table. And the Continental?
You killed a man on company grounds, Jonathan. You leave me no choice but to declare you excommunicado. The doors to any service or provider in connection with the Continental are now closed to you. I am so sorry. Your life is now forfeit.
Then why am I not dead?
Because I deemed it not to be.
Now.
You have 1 hour. I can't delay it any longer. You might need this. Down the road.
Winston, tell them. Tell them all. Whoever comes, whoever it is, I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
Of course you will. Jonathan.
Winston.
Accounts payable. 11111. In 1 hour. John Wick. Excommunicado.
Order 11111 confirmed.
Still more.
There can't be more.
Not of John Wick.
What does the future hold for authentic New Yorker Dan?
I did retire here, but I think I'll die here. You know, I will live in the city, in my apartment here on the Upper East Side until I peacefully pass away, I hope. I'm very old now. It's 2030, so it could be any day when the Grim Reaper himself visits me and just sweeps my soul from this mortal plane.
One more thing.
What?
One more thing.
What? No, what?
More thing.
Yeah, like, I don't know, just when it comes down to it, the city's been really kind to me, and I'm really... Is that?
Oh, wow, okay.
Gasps
A
in
cliffhanger.
astonishment.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up our show. We are over time. I want to thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much for coming out.
This will be on the League of Heels YouTube in some form in the future, so you can watch it or tell your friends if you missed a laugh or joke. Thanks to all our guests.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Abby, for coming out and helping us out. D-Leazy and Trin and Lumbersnack. Thank you, Eric, for putting this together.
Pat.
Outside, if you would like, you can buy some classic old school merch. If you ever missed a poster that our merch mouse Alexandra made, she is here to sell you old merch that you can pay with cash from her if you ever missed something. And you take a button, and then we have to get out of here. So let's leave. Thank you very much. Good night. Goodbye.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Thanks, everyone.